Alright, here we go. This is what it looked like at 10:10 a.m. The witness can be seen here. Alright, I'll just back the footage up to the beginning now. Alright, so now we're at 10:09. 10:06. It appears Mr. Plume hasn't arrived yet at this point. Now to see if I can find something from before this point in time. 10:03. And finally 10 a.m. on the dot. Is that it? Yep, that's all the footage there is. Well, Mr. Wright, did you see what you were looking for? We got nothing. Well, right, Dono? Those were the 10 minutes you placed your bet on. Did you see anything of significance? Did I see anything important? I better think carefully about this. In the footage we see nothing important. We can see nothing of importance in that footage. Just as I thought. You're right about that. That section was completely meaningless. It doesn't show a thing. That's why I didn't submit it as evidence.
Objection!
No, it's just the opposite. Huh? What do you mean by that? In this 10 minutes of footage, something important that should be there isn't there. Detective Fulbright, this footage should have been submitted as evidence. What? Are you questioning the way I carry out my duty to justice? Mr. Wright, explain yourself, please. What is this important thing that you say should be in the footage but isn't? Well, the body. Where's the body? I not see a body. So let's present the photo of the body, and I apologize if I hit the the microphone.
Take that!
The important thing we should see in the footage is the victim himself, Jack Shipley. I don't know about you, but I didn't see him get in the pool in that footage. Oh. That's right. If the victim is not shown entering the pool in this footage, it means that he must have been there by the Skull Rock during those 10 minutes. But no human being can hold their breath underwater for that long. Wait a minute. Are you saying... When the security camera started up at 10 a.m., the victim was already dead. What? Order! Order in the court! If that's the case, then when was the victim murdered? I don't know, Your Honor. But we know now it had to have been sometime before 10 a.m. Therefore, this footage can no longer be called decisive evidence against my client. But there is no one else who could have killed the victim. Not necessarily. The defense believes that the true culprit may have been human. And we have evidence to back our theory as well. Do you now? I would be very interested in seeing this evidence. The defense's trump card. That thing we found during our investigation yesterday. I wouldn't go so far as call it decisive, but now it's time to play it. Very well, Mr. Wright. Please submit your evidence. What evidence shows that the crime may have been committed by a human? Thus, we present our trump card, what we found. The blood-stained coin.
Take that!
What's this? A coin? Yes, a fake coin used in the aquarium's pirate show. We found it beside the pool. This coin is quite possibly the real murder weapon. This tiny little coin is the murder weapon? Mr. Wright, if this is another one of your bluffs, as they say, the bolder the presentation, the less confident the solicitor. This is no bluff, and this isn't the only coin. There are 300 of these coins altogether, weighing a total of about 7 pounds. This one just happens to have blood on it. Did you have the blood analyzed to see whose it is? Not yet. But there were coins scattered all around the body, and the victim had a head wound. Taking these things into account, I believe it has to be the victim's blood. So to put it together, we have about 7 pounds of coins by the side of the pool. One of them with a blood stain on it. I think the answer is pretty clear. Your Honor, the defense proposes that the victim was killed beside the pool. The side of the pool? But if the murder took place there, it would be difficult to say the orca did it. I realize you're trying to defend your client, but that theory is preposterous. How could 300 coins possibly be made to hit someone all at once? It'd be pretty easy if they were in a bag or something of that nature. And so, where is this bag the coins were in? Unfortunately, Your Honor, we recovered nothing of the sort from the scene. It's possible the culprit took it with them. They took it? Mm-hmm. The true culprit used the coins as a blunt instrument to commit murder. They then threw the body into the pool before the security camera started up. And then they left, taking the bag of coins were in with them. They got rid of the evidence that points to a human culprit to pin the blame on Orla. Wow, that's slow down. But that's basically how it was when I did the entire playthrough of Destinies, so gotta get used to that. That was brilliant, Mr. Wright. You found a way to deduce the possibility of a human perpetrator. Yeah, somehow. Let's hope my luck holds out. I wonder why Prosecutor Blackwell hasn't said anything. The possibility of a perpetrator other than the defendant has now been suggested. But if we hold this possibility to be true, then what did Mr. Plume witness? Well, that's right. I saw the killer whale attack the victim. Just like it did a year ago. Singing a song. I guess there still is that. Even with uh, somebody else as the culprit, Orla's behavior still seemed pretty bizarre. I wonder why did she was doing the same things she did a year ago. But are they really that bizarre? What do you mean? To explain the inexplicable, all we have to do is turn our thinking around. Turn our thinking around, huh? Sounds good to me. Time to give the old turn my thinking around method a try. Instead of trying to figure out why Orla did the same things she did a year ago, I should consider the results that were produced by her behavior this time around. Orla sang a song, did some headbutts, and bit the victim. If the real culprit wanted to shift the suspension onto Orla, then they would have needed to give people a reason to think Orla did it in the first place. Mr. Wright, as her lawyer, how do you explain your client's actions? I believe we should think of it in this way, Your Honor. What kind of effect did Orla's actions have on the case? Very well. Then why don't you explain it for the court? How did the defendant's actions affect the case? Well, a witness... Oh, I hit my mic. Sorry about that. Well, the only possible thing I can think of is they killed the victim. Nah. Alright, so we have they killed the victim, they got rid of evidence, and they created a witness. So the only possible explanation is they created a witness. Mr. Plume focused her attention on the Orca pool because she heard the song. The Orca's act of singing a song created a witness. Created a witness? It isn't possible that fabricating a witness was the real culprit's true intention. After all, Mr. Plume witnessed two things. She saw Orla headbutt something over and over, and she saw the Orca bite the victim. Those two actions of Orla's might have been the real culprit's plot to make the witness think the Orca was attacking the victim. Are you saying that the defendant was being manipulated by the perpetrator? Or by the true perpetrator? Exactly, and that would explain Orla's actions perfectly. But the defendant is an Orca. Is it even possible to manipulate her? Yes, there is a way to manipulate Orla's behavior with this. Thus we present the whistle.
Take that!
Is this a whistle? Yes, Your Honor. Trainers at the aquarium use whistles to issue commands to Orla. But in truth, anyone can do it, provided they know the right signals. Ah, that must be how they get Orla to do tricks for their pirate shows. The true culprit hid the body in a spot that couldn't be seen from the visitor's corridor. Then, when Mr. Plume appeared, they gave Orla the commands. In other words, Orla was manipulated by the culprit to perform a series of tricks. What? And as for you, Mr. Plume, You were manipulated by the true culprit to play the part of the witness. I, Norma the Plume was set up? Alright, this is automatic. I'm not doing this, so I'll let the words handle that. Oh, wow. Mr. Plume, please do something about your attire. That was one wardrobe malfunction I did not want to see. It would appear we need to shift our suspicion towards someone other than Orla. Prosecutor Blackwell, please have the bloodstained coin analyzed. You waste your breath. I guess even Prosecutor Blackwell can't refute the possibility of a human suspect. You did it, boss. If the crime happened beside the pool, there's no way an orca could have done it. Now, if we could only find the bag the coins were in. In light of the new discovery, it would appear that the orca couldn't have done it. Exactly, Your Honor. If the blood on the coin proves to be that of the victim, we can unequivocally overturn Orla's accusation.
Objection!
Now, what? Overturn the defendant's accusation? I think not. Yeah, my hair, my beautiful hair. Well, I mean, keep in mind this is a different attire, so I don't know what exactly happened. I think it must have been that little part right here where a Phoenix's hair thing was there hanging. That was the thing that got chopped off, so or sliced off. Yesterday, a new inmate was brought into the prison. He said, "The moment you relax is when you're most vulnerable." And what did this man go in for? He is merely a sneaky thief who enjoys a spot of fishing now and again. But right dono here would be easier to hook than any fish. That hawk sure does love the judge's head. What's this? That coin from before and some sort of bag. A bag? I don't think I'm gonna like this. Oh boy. This is the coin bag the 300 coins were in. I believe you were looking for this. How did you get that? I never said we didn't find it at the crime scene. The bag had blood on it, so naturally I had it sent to the crime lab. And does the blood belong to the victim? It does indeed, as does the blood on the coin. I knew it. So the blood on the coin did belong to the victim. The bag was open and the coins had all spilled out, but the bag alone wasn't proof enough to say it was used as the murder weapon. However, thanks to the defense and their coin, I am more than satisfied that it was. Prosecutor Blackwell, are you conceding that the true culprit committed the murder with the bag of coins? I shall concede that the victim was put in the pool after his death. However, even with the bag, it doesn't change the fact that it was the orca that killed the victim. What? How can you still suspect Orla? You said that the true culprit manipulated Orla's behavior, but Orla isn't the kind of whale that would let someone control her. If anything, Orla used the victim's behavior against him to murder him. What? But are you arguing that the orca manipulated a human being? To prove it, I have summoned another witness, Marlon Rhymes. Take the stand. Marlon Rhymes is a witness? Oh, well, we're not done yet. Well, don't just stand there. State your name. I told you I didn't want to be a witness. I thought one witness would be quite enough to prove the defendant's guilt. But apparently Raidono won't be satisfied until every stone is turned. Well, alright, fine. If I gotta talk, then let's get this over with. Mr. Rhymes doesn't seem like a willing witness. I wonder what Prosecutor Blackwell's going to have him testify about. So could we have your name and occupation for the record, witness? He's gonna rap. Ahoy, yo, ahoy! People of the law, time to testify. Chilling with my crew at the ship shape. Orcas, penguins, and dudes seascape. Cleaning and feeding, there ain't no end. But them Friday Kids tours I shall transcend, whatever that means. Noob animal keeper from the House of Rhymes. I'm the master keeper. Marlon with the rhymes. Ay, ay, ay. It reminds me of a character from a game I forgot. Anywho, oh my, I'm afraid I couldn't understand a word you said. Is that flip-flop music? Sorry. Young people nowadays like? So close, Your Honor. So close and yet so far. Please proceed with your testimony, witness, without the flip-flop. Okay, fine. But I don't want to do this, I tell you. I feel like I'm selling Sasha out. Alright, here we go. Here we go. The man manipulating Orca. At about 10:10 a.m., I was in the staff room. I heard a loud noise from the pool room, so I went to the door to look in. I couldn't see the captain or the orca, but I saw a bunch of coins scattered around. The orca knows there's a certain spot people stand to play volleyball with her. I think maybe she knocked down the stuff that was piled up there and hit the captain. So that gives us a little more info about the area around the orca pool. Right, so the diagram has been updated. The defendant made the stuff fall down? Overturned crates and assorted props were scattered all over the pool room floor. There is no doubt that it was the orca that caused the mess. But could she really have done that from within the pool? As I said, the orca is the only one that could have performed such a feat. The pool and its room were tidied the night before, including its various odds and ends. But when our rhyming Marlin checked out the scene, over 400 pounds of props had fallen. To move it all in one go would challenge even the brawny prisoner in the cell next to mine. What is he? The jail gossip? So, how did 400 pounds of items fall all at once? I'll tell you how. The orca pulled on the cloth that was underneath them. A weight that would be all but impossible for a human to move. Was child's play to an orca. Oops, I think I might have missed something. Let's go right here. The orca, a weight that would be all that impossible for a human to move was child's play. Was child's play to an orca. During a friendly game of volleyball, the defendant made the crates fall, and the bag of coins was among the items fell on the victim's head and killed him. The orca then toyed with the victim's body underwater, which is what the plume saw.
Objection!
But the witness only said he heard a loud noise. That doesn't automatically make it the sound of Orla making the items fall. Also, why did you also look in on the pool room anyway, Mr. Rhymes? That orca sometimes makes a loud noise to summon her trainer. But I'm still a newbie, so I don't have the security card to get into the pool room yet. Oops. So even if she tries to summon somebody, there isn't much I can do about it. I see. So the witness couldn't enter the crime scene.
Objection!
If Mr. Rhymes couldn't enter the room, there's at least one thing he can't be sure about. His statement that the orca was playing volleyball is purely speculation.
Silence!
You silence. Whether the orca was actually playing volleyball or not is not the issue. Traces of orca's saliva were found on the cloth that was underneath the crates. The important point is that the orca is the only one who could have moved the items. I have to discredit that statement somehow. If I don't, it means that Orla was the culprit, even if the victim died beside the pool. And that's where the cross-examination comes in. Alright, here we go. At about 10:10 a.m., I was in the staff room. Wait a minute. Something's bugging me. Let's take a look at these details. Note on calendar, July 20th. Meet the captain at the Orca pool at 7 a.m. Care to explain that, Rhymes?
Objection!
You say you were in the staff room, but is that really true? Of course it's true. Why would I lie about a thing like that? Mr. Rhymes, have you ever seen this calendar before? Hey, that's... I see you recognize it. Yeah, that's the rifle calendar. It's a big hit at Shipshape Aquarium Gift Shop. Thank you for shopping at Shipshape. Mr. Rhymes, please refrain from scattering fish around the witness stand. Not to worry, your boldness. Tataka will have them cleaned up in no time. I guess that word comes in handy now and then. All right, Mr. Wright. We have all seen your cute souvenir. Now, if you wouldn't mind... no, Your Honor. This isn't my calendar. It was originally the witness, but it came into the possession of a certain young lady. What? Mr. Rhymes and this young lady first met each other in the food prep room. After a mishap, their calendars got switched around. They ran into each other at about 10 a.m. in the food prep room. So clearly, the witness was not in the staff room. In other words, there's no way he could have heard the noise in the pool room upstairs. What's this? This is the first time I'm hearing about any calendar. That's because Mr. Rhymes and Pearls were keeping it a secret. You lied to me. This transgression will not go unpunished. So, Mr. Rhymes, you didn't hear the noise of the equipment falling after all, did you? Okay, I admit it. I didn't hear the noise in the Orca pool room myself, but somebody told me about it. Who told you about it? It was, unless you tell the truth, Miss Rhymes, I can't save Orla. And I'm sure you know how sad that would make Miss Buckler. I heard about it from Sasha. What? From Miss Buckler? But that doesn't make sense. What is going on here? Now it's the trainer's own words that drive the Orca into a corner. How do you like being bitten by your own client, right, Dono? I certainly didn't see this coming. What perfect timing. There was something I wanted to ask Miss Buckler about the Orca. Wow, my throat is really getting at me because of Black Will voice. The prosecution calls the trainer, Miss Sasha Buckler, to the stand. Yes, I suppose it would be a good idea to hear what the Orca's trainer has to say. I don't know what Sasha's going to say, but it'll just have to meet it head. I'll just have to meet it head on, whatever it is. We will take a 20-minute recess while the witness is summoned. And thus, that's the end of part 1 of the trial. Tune in next time. I hit the mic again, sorry. Tune in next time when Sasha takes her stand in the witness stand. So, until then, everyone, take care and God bless. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, comment, and share with all your family and friends. If you're enjoying my content, consider subscribing to the channel. And don't forget to click that bell to receive notifications for new videos. Take care and God bless.